Hey Madison, my name is Steven. I am your neighbor. I own a house in Madison and a small business, and the purpose of this video is to share information with you about heat pumps so that you can be savvy. I want you to be sharp, smart, and shrewd. This video will be of particular interest to anyone who's going to be doing HVAC replacements in the next 1 to 5 years. Let's get right into it. Point number 1, where are we at? Most of us in Madison have a furnace, and that furnace burns natural gas, which is really methane gas. That gas gets delivered to us from MG&E or Alliant Energy through yellow plastic pipes in the ground. These pipes go to each house's gray gas meter on the exterior of the house. Then it comes from the exterior of the house through metal pipes into our house and to our combustion appliance like our furnace. At the furnace, the gas is ignited and it burns at 3,560 degrees Fahrenheit. Why on earth are we burning something that hot just to get our houses to 70 or 72 degrees? That's a great question, okay? Now, if when your furnace is running, you take off the top compartment, you'll literally see cones of fire in each of the burners. We have a combustion reaction going on. Something is burning. And when we have burning, when we have combustion, we have the byproducts of combustion. We have carbon dioxide. We have carbon monoxide. That's the thing that can kill people because you can't see it, taste it, or smell it. We also have nitrous dioxides. We have sulfur dioxide, a bunch of these dangerous byproducts that are harmful to human health, particulate matter, and the list goes on. So when we remove combustion from a house, we automatically make the house safer. Last thing I'll say about point number 1. MG&E and Alliant are charging you a monthly service fee whether or not you use any gas. Before we had our gas meter removed, we were paying between $25 and $30 a month just to have the service. We were paying more for the service on a yearly basis than we were for the amount of gas that we actually used. Point number 2, heat pumps do not create heat. Okay, a furnace is literally burning natural gas, methane gas, to create heat. Heat pumps are not burning anything. They run on electricity, but they are moving heat. They're not creating heat. They move heat, okay? Now, there are 3 different types of heat pumps that you're going to hear about. There's an air source heat pump, a water source heat pump, and a ground source heat pump or a geothermal heat pump. Most of you are going to use an air source heat pump, okay? An air source heat pump takes heat from the outside air and dumps it into your house. A water source heat pump would take heat from an outside lake or pond, bring it into the house. A ground source heat pump would take heat from coils that you have embedded in the ground on your property and dump it inside, okay? So based on the source of where the heat's coming from, that dictates the name of the heat pump. But remember, heat pumps are not creating heat. They are moving heat. Point number 3. Heat pumps can be up to 400% efficient because the amount of energy it takes to move the heat is less than the amount of energy that's contained in the thing that they are moving. Okay? That being said, heat pumps also get less efficient and they can move less heat as it gets colder. Let me give you an example. I have a heat pump that can put out 24,000 BTUs of heat, okay? It can put out that heat down to -5 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? As it gets colder than -5, my heat pump can put out less and less heat. At -22 degrees Fahrenheit, my heat pump can only put out 18,750 BTUs of heat. You might think, geez, that's still a lot. Yes, I agree, but I'm just telling you, as it gets colder, heat pumps get less efficient. As it gets warmer, they are more efficient. Point number 4, these are a couple pictures of what a heat pump looks like. There's an outside unit called the condenser. And then there's an inside unit that really looks just like a furnace. It's called the air handler. But they look very similar to a traditional furnace in AC. A lot of people wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. Point number 5, dual fuel heat pumps. What is that? A dual fuel heat pump is basically a piece of HVAC equipment that has both a heat pump and a furnace built into one. Okay, so you get the benefit of heating with a heat pump and with a furnace. And what this contraption will do is it'll automatically switch between using the heat pump or using the furnace based on factors like how cold it is outside or what is the most cost-effective option given the outdoor temperature. This also provides a homeowner with a backup source of heat. In this case, it is the furnace, which runs on either the methane gas or if you're out in the country, on propane. So this gives homeowners a sense of security and safety so that they'll never freeze in their house because they always got the gas backup system. In my house, I heat just with a cold climate heat pump. My heat pump has electric resistance backup, but I've never actually even turned it on.